Hey, before we start the show, just wanted to let you know that No Inner Monologue is available on all your favorite podcast providers. And now on YouTube. Don't forget to check us out on social media at No Inner Pod on Instagram and Twitter, and No Inner Monologue on Facebook. Now, enjoy the show. Previously on No Inner Monologue.
Oh, Tom Green.
Are you saying I'm Drew Barrymore and you're Tom Green?
Yes. Does that surprise you?
Doesn't Tom Green have his own beer or wine now?
I think he does.
Anyways, they're not together anymore.
Yeah.
From the 7-ish studios in Mississauga, Ontario, it's the No Inner Monologue podcast.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 71. 71?
71.
I don't know why I don't check these things before I say them. Of No Inner Monologue. The voice you're hearing right now is Dwen Noronas. And with me, as I look at her, not looking into the distance, trying to look cute for a medium that's not visual.
But I'm cute just the same. I'm Tasha Morrison.
And I'm Joey Mangione.
And on the phone with us, all the way from the Philippines, who's an hour late, is...
And he's fashionably late. It's your favorite person in the world, Dwight. It's me, Manuel Lujan.
Wait, he's insinuating that Dwen thinks that he's his favorite person, or...
No, he's saying that he's my favorite person.
Oh, that's not right. That's far from the truth.
Look.
Yeah,
Let's not say anything till he comes back and gives us our gifts.
Okay, yeah. I want my gifts.
you guys don't know how it works, right? You just gotta be mean, and then you get the best gifts.
I know, but still. I'm not putting that down.
Crazy week for Toronto boys and the ladies.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm just,
that was
smooth.
disturbing.
Wait, what is a crazy week for Toronto boys and ladies?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it? What are you saying?
With Toronto winning the Raptors.
With Toronto winning the Raptors. Can you speak English?
I don't know what's happened to me. All of a sudden, I seem to have a brain thing. Anyways,
brain thing. Is it that you finally got one?
All of a sudden?
Yeah, that's right. All of a sudden, the wizard has granted me the fucking brain. It's been delayed.
I hope the wizard didn't have a bunch of other guys in white robes with them.
Yeah. Because that's scary.
No,
that would be the wrong client.
Yeah.
You pay extra for that.
All right, so this week's episode is going to be...
We're off to see the wizard. The wonderful wizard.
No, we're not. Tash goes nowhere, but there's a wizard.
I know, yeah.
That's why she didn't watch Game of Thrones. He just got that.
He just got his own...
That's why she didn't watch Game of Thrones. That's why she doesn't watch Lord of the Rings.
There's
That's
no
why
wizards in Game of Thrones.
It doesn't matter. She doesn't want to risk it.
No, I don't want to risk anything.
Does the fact that there's a lot of white people in it bother you? And there's even whiter people than the white people?
It's Tash. She's fine with white people.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I just don't like the wizardry.
There's no wizards, though. You're good. There's dragons, but there's no wizards.
No. Who's looking after the dragons? The wizard is, right?
No.
It's this badass woman named Daenerys Targaryen.
She sounds like a wizard.
She's not a wizard.
So what is she then?
And
She's a badass chick.
She's just a badass chick who don't take no shit off no one.
Okay.
Well, things change a little bit. But okay. Well, this week's episode, we can do our Game of Thrones episode. Never.
Now that it's over and
people are upset.
R. Martin might finish it, might not.
Yeah. The last Game of Thrones book is pretty much Manny at the movies. Always talked about, never put together.
There's supposed to be like 2 books. There's supposed to be like 2 books, so there's like 2 segments that we still haven't gotten from Manny.
Waterworld and Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Manny and George R. Martin. Who would ever thought they're the same person?
The similarities are incredible.
Yeah.
Manny, are you George R. Martin?
I don't have that much money.
He didn't say no.
With your big penthouse suite.
Yeah, the one you keep posting online to show everybody that you've got like a big sweet condo now.
The fact that you get like a private room in an entire restaurant.
Yeah.
We'll get back to
Yo,
that soon. Anyways, let's move past this. Let's move past this. I know you're going to start talking about stuff that we haven't talked about on the podcast yet. So, moving on. This is our top 5 episode.
Top five.
We haven't done one of these in a while.
It's been a little while.
It has been a little while. We went all culture, and then we went all sex, and then we went all music.
We got musical with it, baby.
I actually forgot what the fuck we were talking about there for a second. Huh?
We set the mood to get it on.
Actually, we got it on, and then Rory set the mood.
Yeah.
I like how we said that at the same time.
Well, he has sex outside, so.
No, he likes sex outside.
He doesn't actually like to have sex outside. He likes to watch sex outside.
Gross. That's even worse.
Don't judge. Okay, this is an inclusive podcast. Don't judge. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it? Maybe we should start with Joe's story
It
first.
is Pride Month, so
yeah, it's Pride Month. It's inclusive month. We're good. Stop being a bigot, Tash.
Jesus
Jesus, Tash. Holy.
Who would have thought the racist one on the podcast was you?
Actually, if you listen to the podcast, you have a pretty good idea.
Yeah, it's quite evident.
Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah.
I mean, she's basing my ethnicity off of the color of my hair. I mean,
And the place you're from.
there's that too. Toronto?
No.
No.
Well, at least look, I'm looking at your laptop right now that has Irish stickers all over it.
Yes.
I'm not even joking.
My union was founded by Irish people, so yes.
Yes.
I don't think you can call them union. I think you can just call them my people.
No.
Yeah. This is my people. This is my land.
These are my lands.
These are my lands. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Manny, do you have any? I'm going to take a shot in the dark here. Manny, do you have any stories to talk about today?
No.
Like a news type story of international news.
Be honest. We all picked up the slack for you.
And don't take a story that someone else has.
And don't open up the newspaper really quick right now.
Yeah.
Manny, put the paper down.
Oh, I got a story. It's receipt 1583. Dinner combo, 11 pesos and 35s.
Jollibee.
I don't know why I'm spacing on one.
This is not a come up with it now.
Yeah, man.
You have to do research on it.
Exactly.
No, I know, but I feel like I've had a few interesting things I've seen in the news.
Okay, so can't you think of one?
We'll do it. We'll do it here. Don't worry. We don't want you to overwork your mind.
You're busy going rogue.
Again, we haven't talked about that yet. So
Fair enough.
okay.
Gonna go on adventures.
Do you want me to start up on it?
I wanted to.
What do you want to do?
I wanted to hear Joe's story.
Oh,
first.
my story. Okay, we can start off with mine if you want.
Okay.
Number 5.
So, this is an interesting story. I found it on the CBC News website, and the headline reads: "Snapshot of Miss India finalist renews debate over fair skin infatuation." So, I guess what happened here? There's been a big photo released by the Miss India pageant of all the finalists of these lovely 30 lovely women or so, and they all happen to be of a fairer complexion compared to a lot of other Indian people. So some people are having a big hubbub about it.
Hubbub.
A hubbub. Yeah, they're really upset.
I like the way you pitched the story before. You're
Yeah,
like,
Oh no, I
There's a
said
lot
lack
better
of
pictures of-
diversity
yeah.
Lack
He
of
said-
diversity in India.
in India.
In
No,
Miss
I said
India
in
pageant.
the Miss India pageant, which actually goes back to
diversity.
I was slightly misquoting someone because I think she's a reporter in Britain, Samira Salani. I hope I said that correctly.
Okay.
Her tweet reads, question, who will be crowned Miss India this year? How to choose from such a diverse bunch? And it's obviously in quite a sarcastic tone because she's got the sarcasm emoji and the eye rolling emoji right next to it.
This is an article and she put an emoji in there?
No, this is her tweet.
Oh, okay.
This
okay,
is not her article. This is someone from CBC News. And I'm going to show you the photo of the finalists, and I will post that up on social media later on.
all these women, they're beautiful. That's can't debate that. But
No, there's no debate of how pretty they are.
it looks like
Joe.
my eyes are blurry and everybody just looks the same to me. They're all
Because
wearing
you're
the
racist, Tash.
Yeah, they all look
All
the
Indian
Wow.
people look the same to me.
but all these females look the same.
But
So
that's-
I'm gonna need this picture
She
for
looks
Yeah,
kind
hold
of
on,
Asian.
Manny. Hold
research
on.
purposes.
She looks
For
kind of
research
Asian.
purposes.
That's gross. Man.
No, but I think, okay, as the sole Indian person here.
Yes. We have to hear Dwen's.
Well, no, I'm not going
reaction
to talk
first.
for the people of India, but like,
I think you should.
yeah, all right. Here's the voice of 1.2 billion people. Can we up the echo on this thing? No,
We need some background music on this.
no. Obviously, here's the thing. Okay, so the Miss India pageant, one of the big things with them is they're super successful post the pageant, because for the last, like, I'll go 20 years, we keep doing quite well, either winning or placing somewhere high in the Miss Universe or Miss World pageants.
Yes.
So it's obviously kind of a long game thing, right? Part of it is we had to set up a timer for this and we did not do it.
Yeah,
It's
but
okay.
that's it.
It's okay.
It is not okay, because then we'll have a 4-hour podcast.
But just while Dwen does
Yeah.
set that up, and when I used to watch Miss Universe, the main thing that I remember from, again, Miss India's becoming, like, one of the top people,
yeah.
is after when they do the evening gown and they wear the traditional sari, everybody is just like, oh, she's so gorgeous, she's so beautiful. And I feel like all these women that are on this picture that we're going to post on social media, they're all beautiful. They all, deserve a chance to win Miss India. However, they all do look the same. And so I understand why this writer would say,
But what I'm saying is,
yeah,
there's obviously more than just, like, all these girls want to be Miss World. They want to be Miss Universe, right? They have a better shot of doing that if they know that the judges in all these competitions look for a certain type of girl, right?
See-
Priyanka Chopra is a former Miss India, Miss Universe, Miss World.
I think she won Miss World. I'm
Okay,
not
you
sure.
take that girl, you take Priyanka
Yeah.
Chopra, you put her in this picture. She looks exactly the same like all of them.
yeah.
There's a look that people go for.
I think that's what her point is
But
why
that's-
hasn't it changed over? Like, why aren't
That's
darker complexioned girls being chosen to?
Because those darker complexion girls are not going to win Miss World or Miss Universe. That's the truth of the matter, and it's not. And that's not a India problem. That is also
It's a
worldwide
world problem.
It's a
right?
world problem.
It is all over the world. And here, I mean, I've seen it in Asia a lot.
Okay,
Where
in what
a lot of people want to be on the fair skin side.
in what
But man,
regards
dark
do you
skin
mean to that,
dark skin is
Domani?
beautiful.
Okay, calm down.
Okay,
All right.
I get you're
Yeah.
showing Tash your love. I get that.
I'm not going to sleep with you, man. Calm down.
and Dwen, but like, in what regards do you mean that you've seen it there while you're in Asia?
Over here, like, if there's a strong bias against being fair skinned, now everywhere you go around here in the Philippines, it's a lot of people will always be covered up or have an umbrella, right? Staying away from the sun. I was explained to me that the bias is that the darker skinned you are, it means that you work outside, and working outside means you never had an education to work in an office job in a nice air conditioned office or building. That's kind of the bias that we see here, at least that have been explained to me. And it's kind of an awkward situation though as well, because I try telling people, I'm like, yeah, I just want to go. I want to go get a tan, and they're looking at me like, why? I go, because I'm pasty white. And, they're like, why would you want to tan that beautiful, beautiful white skin? I'm like,
Nobody said
my
that to
skin-
me. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they have.
You're
They
such a
have.
horrible liar.
Why do you want to darken your alabaster skin?
My alabaster
You
clam.
beautiful, beautiful man.
No, I have.
Does your
beautiful
apartment
skin.
smell of rich mahogany?
It actually smells of mold. I really should get that checked.
That's horrible.
You should probably worry about that before your beautiful, beautiful white
That's
pale
actually
skin.
horrific. That's horrifying.
Okay.
You need to get that looked at.
So as far as from what I'm gathering in this story is that they figure you're a better quality, rich person because you work in an office, you don't work outside, your skin's lighter, all that stuff, right?
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah. So that seems to be, and that's sort of that. It doesn't go that deep, but in India, they're just like, oh, that person's not good looking because they're dark. Like they say that.
Right.
That's a common statement in India that people say that kind of stuff. Or well, based on my being there in the 90s and a little bit of the 2000s. I haven't been there.
Yeah.
Since,
So you're saying from your experience,
Yeah.
you don't feel it's changed much.
I wouldn't say so. People say that. People say stuff like that all the time. And it's a cultural thing. Like they throw those kind of lines out.
Yeah.
But it's weird because when people from North America write lines like this, they're putting in all the sort of history.
The back history.
They're putting their history on
yeah,
it, right?
in-
so you
in
look at
racism and stuff like that.
yeah. So it's
right?
like you putting in stories of
Jesus Christ. Sorry to interrupt you there, Dwayne, but I just saw the picture
Oh,
on
I
the
sent him
article.
the photo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus, it literally looks like they're all cut out from the same person. It looks like, have you ever seen that meme, me trying to get different, get free subscriptions every month or something like that? Just
No.
put on a different shirt. That's all it is.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
But yeah.
No, they do all
If we
the,
start hearing a fapping sound, we know what's going
Yeah.
on in the Philippines.
I also know. But here's the thing: you probably have to also take into consideration that those photographs are all taken by the same photographer. They're all. It's one of those, and not to say that they all look the same. No doubt about that. I'm not defending that part, but it's at a certain point, it also looks like a class photo. You open a yearbook and you look at it, and they all,
It looks like a
generally
yearbook
everybody
photo,
kind of
yeah.
looks the same.
They're almost wearing the same dress
Yeah,
too.
exactly. So. It is a problem.
It's
It'll
an
never be
interesting-
issued.
I honestly thought it was an interesting article that I
It
came
is.
across.
It
And I
is.
was like, okay, yeah. And I know I have an Indian friend. I wanted to get his opinion on it.
Why did
That
you
is,
invite him on the
and
show?
that is all. Yeah. And that is why Joe brought it up.
That's why
But I wouldn't mind. You know what?
Not
It'd
gonna lie.
be kind of a cool thing to show this to a bunch of people who aren't us and see, like, who have more sort of connection with back home and see what their sort of reactions are
That's
to it
not
as
a bad.
well, right?
That's a cool.
We should put that up.
idea.
Do a little poll on it. See if.
Yeah.
I mean, the picture is sort of, straightforward. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you can find it on the Miss India website. Anyways, right?
You're kind of my assumption is your Miss Worlds for the most, your Miss whatever countries are for the most part, are going to try and get the girl who looks the most conventionally beautiful, where they're in a Western sort of style, right?
Yeah.
Well, it is a Western pageant when you think about it.
Yeah, but that's
right?
what I'm saying, right?
The
You
whole
look at the
pageant
Miss
circuit in
Universes.
general, isn't it?
But you look at Miss Universes and all that stuff. The judges are all like from the States, right? Like all the judges will be from this. They have it in different countries. They're like, oh, all the way from the Philippines. It's Ashley Graham. Like,
Yeah.
all the judges are pretty much American. So
Even I think with like the rules of these pageant things, I don't even think Ashley Graham would win, and she's gorgeous.
no. But I'm not saying.
Yeah,
that,
no,
but
I
I'm
know what
just
you're
saying,
saying.
like,
Yeah,
If I don't know, I don't know how right or wrong this is, but like how correct or incorrect I am. But I don't. There's every year they talk about like different girls who win the Miss Universe thing. I guarantee you, if we look up a list of all the Miss Universe girls, they probably look like those girls.
they look similar. Probably, I wouldn't doubt it.
Let's have a look. But
Yeah.
you guys, I've been talking.
But there is like, and you're also saying this in the same breath, Dwayne.
Yeah.
There is a culture of the darker that a woman looks. Apparently, I'm using quotation. You can't see my finger quotation, but the uglier they are, and it's unfortunate because that is beyond like wait. That's not even the truth. It's
I know you have, Tash, but Joe, have you seen She's Gotta Have It?
oh my god! Don't even get me
That
started.
No, I
woman,
haven't.
the woman in that show will make. If you are straight and a woman, you'll become gay for her. Like she
Yeah.
is fucking gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. DeWanda Wise.
Yeah.
She is
that name
absolutely
again?
stunning. DeWanda Wise.
Okay, the Wanda.
Just type in
what?
"She's
Go
Gotta
on.
Have It" Netflix show and you'll be fine.
Her eyes, everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Even the girl,
she's
I was
stunning.
Even the girl from who's in The Perfectionist and she's in Dear White People. Mm-hmm. The main girl, and that she's got like these gorgeous, crazy eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, look at all the winners from the last Miss Universe pageant.
Yeah, they all have a similar. I looked at the same thing here.
They all
and
look
they've
the same.
got,
Even
like,
the black
almost-
girls in these look like the white girls.
like
Yeah.
they all look very similar,
Yeah.
right?
But
So-
there is like there is a culture of, especially for black women, that the lighter your skin is, the better you'll look and the more money that you'll make to whatever you're doing. So because I know in Jamaica it's very popular to do bleaching of the skin.
Really?
And yeah,
Same here.
it's
Same where in the Philippines, Manny?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, and people will have regimens of doing this. I don't know if you've ever seen Vibes Cartel. He's a famous dancehall artist. If you see a picture of Vibes Cartel 10 years ago and Vibes Cartel today,
Sammy
you wouldn't be
Sosa.
able- Sammy Sosa is another one.
Allegedly, Michael Jackson.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. So I mean, the bleaching is something that now apparently helps that culture to so like women do feel okay or men feel okay in their skin, or you know, I don't know. It's just a weird thing.
It's the
to
same.
Not be,
It's also the same thing. I had a friend who used to live in China, and she told me that a very popular surgery there is to like do something to your eye so that it
So-
opens up a little bit.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, but it is a very popular surgery that just like opens it up so you're not so like, you don't have like the Chinese feature in your eyes. Like, I don't want to say the words because it sounds racist, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say. And
All right.
that's it.
So
Wow.
yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna take the next one. And I
Cool.
almost found it and then I lost it, so I'm gonna try and find it again.
Oh, no.
But
Oh.
what, Manny? Were you gonna say
Oh
something?
no, I was gonna say no because I looked her up. I looked up that actress. She is absolutely stunning. But
I don't know why. Every time you compliment people and how good looking they are, I
They
get
are
this shiver.
absolutely
Yeah.
stunning. Can you please put your
I
pants
know.
back on? Like, we'd really appreciate that. We can hear all kinds
Joe-
of gross noises.
Joe, why do you assume they were ever on? God, it's
Touche.
2019. Don't assume.
He's acting like I assumed his gender.
I know.
I didn't assume your gender. I assumed you were, showing some decorum and talking to us with your pants on. But I could never have been more wrong.
Okay, so I found this one.
And two, you assume I know what that word means.
Anyways,
Wrong? Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Decorum?
So the next story here is one that would be close to Manny, like,
Manny's heart.
well, no, one that's actually close to Manny geography,
Oh.
geography wise.
Number 4.
Okay.
Philippines
Oh.
President Duterte
I
says
thought it was a story about Tash.
Philippines President Duterte says he was once gay, but I cured myself.
What?
Yes. So,
Oh my God!
so Rodrigo Duterte, the president of the Philippines, has claimed he was once gay, but quote unquote cured himself from homosexuality in controversial remarks made during a trip to Japan. According to a Filipino news publication, Duterte mocked his political senator Antonio Trillanes IV by saying his movements show he is a homosexual. Duterte also reportedly confessed that he was gay before he met his ex-wife Elizabeth Zimmerman. So I don't know if I'm pronouncing this guy's name correctly, but it's like, so Duterte says, "Good thing Trillanes and I are similar, but I cured myself. When I began a relationship with Zimmerman, I said, this is it. I became a man again."
What?
Yeah, he subsequently added, "Duterte is gay, so I am gay, but I don't care if I'm gay or not." Duterte, whose ruling party has made large gains in May's election, has flip-flopped on gay rights. Prior to his election as president, he pledged to introduce same-sex marriage to the Catholic country, but later switched, favoring same-sex unions instead. He goes, "Everyone deserves to be happy," but then 2 years later, he said, "There is no gender because you can be a he or she. That's their culture. It does not apply to us. We are Catholics, and there is a civil code which says that you can only marry a woman. For me, a woman to marry a man. That's our law. So why would you accept that gender?" And then he goes on to say,
He
some
sounds
more.
like he's confused.
He's a crazy person.
Yeah.
He's very much a crazy person.
I feel I'm gonna get killed if I say anything.
Please do.
Please,
Please, give
continue
us your-
on.
All the opinions, Manny.
Okay, he's a nut. Like he's okay. Like here's the thing: the dude literally is all about sound bites.
Maybe don't scream.
And
Yeah.
there's something, and the way that he goes on and on about stuff, it's like he just talks. He just shoots from the hip. Doesn't make any sense. He doesn't do any he doesn't really do any research about it. He just gets angry at random stuff for no goddamn reason.
This sounds
right?
familiar.
I mean,
I don't know anybody like that.
yeah, right. And
Keyword shoot from the
I see
hip.
what you do. Yeah. Right. Well,
He's going to shoot you from the hip.
Oh yeah, I know.
Gross.
I you know what? I don't know. Dwayne saw this video, but there's a video of him wishing criminals Merry Christmas, but
Yeah,
it's going to be their last Merry Christmas.
So basically, Duterte has this. He has this thing going on in the States. In the Philippines, where if you're a drug addict, he has implored people to kill them.
What?
Like, on the spot? Yeah. So there's something like 10,000, 30,000, some really high number of people who have been killed, disappeared, and he's basically like, basically the drugs will kill you, or somebody will kill you for using drugs.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was what made him president. People were like, yeah, we have a drug issue, we have all these problems, and so we're gonna vote you into power. And so essentially, like, somebody could come up to you and be like, you're a drug addict. Boom.
Yeah, without any evidence.
Yeah.
That's
And
messed up.
so he made a video last year at Christmas.
I'm surprised President Trump hasn't tried that.
Shut up.
Yeah, don't give him any ideas.
Yeah.
He may be listening and will take all ideas. Like he took everything from Arrested Development. Anyway, continue.
Take to the seas.
Take to the seas.
Maritime law.
Maritime law. But the wall, the building of the wall happened on Arrested Development before even Trump was even thinking about being a candidate.
Was a Bush administration thing first.
Yeah.
And Trump's like, I'm going to do it, guys.
Boys and girls, stay on point. We can talk about Trump later in this episode.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Here's the video Manny's talking about. I'll probably play an ad because Of course. Yeah.
Ooh, I like the sound of the ad, though. What's the
I
ad
hate you,
about?
YouTube. Yeah.
Alam ninyo, ako'y tao lamang.
You are only
Kaya
still
binabati
human.
ko pa
Allow
rin.
me to make a greeting.
Christmas. Kayong mga durugista,
You mainlanders,
magnanakaw,
thieves,
mga
corrupt criminals,
kriminal, at yung
and
napapahirap sa
all else who make life hard on Filipinos. If you don't cease and still continue your brutality, this will be your final.
Merry Christmas.
Dwayne, I'm going to say this. Anna's taught you pretty well.
Yeah. My Tagalog's gotten a lot better.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So what do you guys think of?
You guys didn't hear the message?
Oh, no, the message was expected from him.
Yeah. The message is stop your shit or I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
That was our Christmas card to Manuel. He just isn't getting the fucking hint.
So, okay, but let's go back to the original point.
I should have made rehab clinics right away.
So wait, let's go back to the original point here. So Duterte here says he was gay and then cured himself after he met his ex-wife.
So wait, he believes that it can be cured. It's a disease that can be cured is basically what he's saying.
Yes.
That's insane. It's as crazy as
That
Mike
can't
Pence.
be, yeah, like
And he's gay Bob.
You mean gay Bob? Yeah.
like what did he do to cure himself? I don't understand.
I want to know
that's a
how many
secret that
dudes
he
he
has.
got with then.
Yeah, that's some hardcore Catholic guilt right there, right?
That's a lot of hardcore Catholic guilt if you're claiming you were gay and was cured.
How'd you do it, Manny?
Yeah, how did you do it?
I'm not.
Manny's
You
not
know what?
cured.
I've never been. I've
He
never
never
been gay.
will
I've
be.
always been very comfortable. I'm one of the most comfortable heterosexuals in the world. I have absolutely
In the world.
no issue.
In the world, eh? The whole world.
I have no.
I sent you a picture with
But that's the
myself
thing,
with
so-
that female filter, and you're like, "Oh my god, it moved."
Yeah, you were upset about
Yes.
that.
and
And
it
it did.
meant
I'm
this was
actually-
just me throwing it out there because I look good as a girl.
You do look good as a girl. It's kind of
I
upsetting.
still haven't seen Joe.
You're not
You
allowed.
fuckers.
Don't worry, you'll get it. Soon.
You're not allowed.
It's our sword of Damocles
He
for
needs
Joe.
you. He needs you for his collection,
Yeah.
Oh no!
for his taxes.
That's right.
I feel like a victim of Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, no, don't worry. That
Gonna wear me as
Joe,
a skin
Joe, you
suit.
pissed me and Tash off enough. That picture goes to Manny. So you stay in line, sir.
I can hear the fapping
Yeah,
already.
you prepare. You pretend that Marissa's on this podcast and you behave.
That's
Yes,
what I
Daddy.
noticed last week.
Yes,
too. He
Daddy.
was so well behaved. And, what was it? You ended up like what? 0 for 3 or 0 for 4?
Oh, for like 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I still refuse to be wrong. I said I was half right.
Look, I'm gonna send the picture right now. Okay. So wait. So wait. You're saying so you guys believe that he didn't cure himself?
No, I think
There's-
he's still closeted. I'm saying it.
But the thing is, like, it's
taking a
it's not
stance.
about being cured or not cured. Like, it's okay. Like, it's about feeling like it's okay to have feelings. Like, you can have feelings for a man and feelings for a woman. It's okay.
I know. I think
To
Gwen
have
is
that.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Damn straight.
Yeah. This is weird, though. This.
How
Well,
is
I
this
mean,
weird?
there's a
It's
reason.
weird.
I don't know.
That's
There's
that
also
is-
what is it?
I work hard
so
for this
many
body,
places
Tash. And I like when it's appreciated.
Do you know how many donuts he eats to get?
I'm sure you know.
Actually, you should know. You buy us the
I
Uber
know.
Eats.
Yeah, I do know.
Yeah, Manny, you're slipping on getting us the
Oh.
Uber Eats, eh? What's going
I
on?
miss donuts so badly.
Just go to Dunkin' Donuts. They have them in the Philippines.
Yeah, man.
They do. Yo,
There's a
everything
fucking Tim
here is so
Hortons
goddamn
there.
sweet. Everything here is so fucking sweet. You don't understand, right? I know it's way too much. I understand.
Wait.
why the
So
number
you're
one epidemic
dying for donuts, but you don't like them being sweet?
Okay, I have to explain something to you guys, and maybe this could be my story. Or
No, you don't just
No.
maybe this could be my story.
No.
Do the work, you dick.
But one of the
Do
things
the
that I found
work,
out
you
here
dick.
is that, please, this podcast. Hello. You're
Yeah,
still
we
there?
can hear you. We're listening to you.
Yeah.
We're
Anyways, right.
listening.
No, as I was telling you,
You
one of the biggest
dingus.
things that one of the biggest epidemics in this country, in the Philippines, is diabetes. Right?
Yeah.
It is one of the. It is because I shit you not, everything has sugar. Right? Like it's like, oh, you want some spaghetti? Let me put some sugar on that. Oh, you want? Oh, this is a great donut. Or let me sprinkle some sugar on top of that shit. Oh, okay. Oh, this pop tastes
You
great.
know when they say
Good,
that,
let's
you
just
can
put
say
it-
no, right?
Yeah.
Pour
You
some
can
Sugar
cure
on
yourself.
me.
You can cure yourself.
Hold on, yeah. That's the thing. Their food is naturally sweet. It's what they do. That's the
Yeah.
thing for it. But you can say no.
Yeah,
I know those words mean nothing to you,
that's so true.
but you can say no to it.
That's how he
Plus, you
got
can't
married to
crave-
7 women.
You can't crave donuts and then say everything's too sweet.
No, but that's the thing is that I get a donut, I bite into it, and I'm like, oh, I can feel the diabetes kicking in.
Yeah, that started in the Philippines.
That's gross.
Right.
So back to our actual topic
Yeah.
here. Did Duarte cure his
Duterte.
Duterte?
Yeah.
I think he
They
was
write
just
it-
joking
they-
around. I
as
think that
a
was
joke, they
taken
go
out of context.
DU30.
I
That's
mean,
the easiest way to
he
say it.
jokes about
Duterte?
Yeah.
like he jokes about stupid
Really?
stuff as well. Like
He,
there's some
he
he's
jokes
made
about
very
rape a lot.
off-color-
He jokes a lot about raping people.
Is he Manuel?
He does.
Well, from Manuel's description, he's Manuel.
Wow.
This isn't the Joe and Manny story. Okay.
See, he just said he's gonna rape me. Are you gonna send that photo to him? Like seriously?
No, this is prior to sending the photo.
Exactly.
Well, this is what you want. You're like, oh, if I'm mean to him, he'll buy me a gift. Well, this is the repercussions of the rest of it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
See, now you know how I feel.
No, you like it. He put a ring on it. You said, "Yay!"
Yay.
Baby Spice says, "Yay!"
And they're gonna play nothing but Chad Kruger at the wedding.
Oh. Did you like the fact that I drew you as Chad Kroger last week?
No.
And
I
your
loved
shirt
it.
said "I heart Nickelback."
I know. I
was
thought I was
drawn
gonna
as I
throw
was
up.
drawn as Bieber.
I would rather
Yeah,
that.
you're the better option.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I would rather that.
Chad. Okay. You know what?
to your voice?
I hated Nickelback before hating Nickelback was cool.
All right, cool. Game recognizes game.
Hipster Manny says.
Okay, so back to the original topic. I don't think that you can cure being gay. Like,
It's nothing to cure.
There is nothing to
There's
cure because there's nothing
with
wrong.
it. Exactly.
Right? However, I understand him and trying to deal with his religion and those feelings as well, and saying that, oh, I'm not this person anymore.
But I don't think
and
that's the
I've done
case
things.
either. I think he's just saying this bullshit to say, no, it's curable.
No, but he's also... But no, if you listen to the original statement, he's like... He's like, me and my opponent are very similar. Except, he's gay, and I'm... I was gay, but I cured myself. And now I'm a man. Like, those are the words he used in the thing. It's funny, though, that he's sort of pro-choice when it comes to gender.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like, gender's fluid. So, like, we don't have to get involved in it. That's a really smart way of saying, like, the gay marriage thing. It's like, well, you want to be a man, you can be a man and marry, like, another man, and there's a union, and you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Manny,
is
Manny
your
being there,
timer working?
Manny, legitimately being there, is there a big gay community in the Philippines?
Massive. Massive. All right, it's a lot of transgender folks.
That's
a lot
offensive
of
the way
gay
you're
folks,
saying
a lot of everything, folks. And you know what? I mean, they
everything.
are the best. They're awesome.
It must be really hard being the most heterosexual man in the world, as you quoted, and being there and seeing all that.
It must be so hard being the Marlboro man.
I know.
Oh, the Marlboro man's got diabetes. But anyways,
You're
Okay.
like John Wayne, Clint Eastwood, and Chuck Norris all rolled into one.
They were in some sort of orgy.
They just named him Dick.
Okay.
You swirled their semen together and they made you.
Jesus.
So heterosexual.
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
Joe really. I think
There's
Joe's thought
Joey
about
taking
this
it
a lot.
too far.
Oh my god. Okay, Josh, you're up next with number 3.
Number 3.
Numero trois.
Number 3.
I think it should be number 1. But anyways.
Shut the fuck up.
No,
yeah.
because it only pertains to us here, really.
And really you.
Okay. So what I wanted to talk about... Well, I have 2 stories. So am I going to talk about...
You didn't talk about the one story you want to talk about, and then we'll move on, because that's how numbers work.
Okay. So...
I love how we're being such pieces of shit to each
I
other
know,
today.
yeah.
It's
Because Tash has
great.
been going at me this whole week about what the top 5 is.
Yeah.
Like, when this is the first time we've done it.
I'm going to leave my original one for number 1. And what I want to talk
Oh,
about...
wait. Who decided that you get the number 1?
Because it's about what's going on in Toronto.
I'm going to
right
hit
now.
the start button if you
Yeah.
don't continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to talk about, I had 2 stories. The first one I want
Can
to
we just talk about the
is-
Raptors?
No, not yet. So what I want to talk about right
The Raptors
now...
is what you want to talk about, right?
Yeah. But what I want to talk about right now is 50 Cent. Have you been hearing about 50 Cent in the news?
No, but I
lately?
heard about the Raptors.
Also, I remember this being an honorable mention, but cool.
Cool, yeah. But anyways, so 50 Cent
Let's go
is
Raptors.
doing pretty much like it's pretty much doing like social media like bounty hunting.
What?
He's like calling out all these people. He called out one of his producers on his show,
Right.
Power,
What show? On Power?
on Power,
Okay.
and said, "Yo, bro, you owe me $1 million. I want you to pay me now."
Like they straight up said it.
Said it. Just
You know who else is good at social media and trolling? Is Drake.
Yeah. And we'll get to him in a minute. But
And whoever runs the Wendy's account.
Yes, that's
What?
true. That's true. Wendy's Twitter account is fucking top notch.
yeah, maybe you
Right,
should
okay, so
take
50
some
Cent
tips
is
from it.
trolling people. So 50 Cent's just telling people, "Yo, give me a mil."
Yeah, like so
Millie.
he's pretty much going around. Like I'm pretty sure 50 Cent.
Is broke.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's broke.
There's no way he's broke.
But
Well, all these
Well,
money
he
got
filed
taken
for
out by
bank-
his
How
wife.
is he broke?
Yeah.
He filed for bankruptcy protection, I think.
He filed for
They all
bankruptcy.
filed
No,
for
but
it.
he filed for bankruptcy protection because he released a sex tape of a woman who didn't ask to be
Yeah.
released.
That was Tierra Marie.
So that's illegal.
And so Tara Marie apparently owes 50 Cent 300,000 or 30,000 or 300,000.
Why does she owe him money?
For his legal fees. So he's going on social media saying, "You owe me this money. You better pay me now."
But wait, he released her sex tape without her permission.
I know exactly.
That's like me releasing yours and Manny's sex tape without permission.
There is none. Don't worry about that.
Well, then what is this?
Anyways,
You mean that VHS tape over there?
I'm not entirely sure why y'all used VHS, but here we are.
It's got all my shows on it.
Tash, I told you should have named it something different besides fishing trip.
Oh, gross. What are you fishing?
I feel like throwing up. Anyway, so 50 Cent recently. So that guy.
Love that.
So that guy from the producer from
Buffalo
Power,
Bill.
the producer from Power, 50 Cent said he owed him $1 million and like went on online and on Twitter and like pretty much cut up his wife, cut him up until the guy actually like submitted to him like I think he paid like $500,000 and then made an agreement that he would pay the next $500,000 within the next week or so.
This is not a cool way to get your money.
I know. But he's doing it. He keeps doing it. So he did it to that guy. He did it to Tierra Marie for the money for her lawyer. Now he's doing it to pop star or I guess rap star Rotimi. Is that his name? Rotimi?
No clue.
Anyways, so
I was prepared to talk about the Raptors, so I don't know.
yeah, we'll talk about it in a second. Hold on. So 50 Cent. So 50 Cent goes on his Instagram and says, because this guy is now big and up and coming in and getting royalty checks now, and says, "You owe me $300,000 and I want you to pay up now."
So basically what this story is saying is 50's going on like social media and begging for money.
No, yeah, well,
No, but harassing people for money.
he's begging his own people or begging people that he gave money to back for his money.
So he's basically trying to be like a loan shark.
Yeah, exactly. He's good, like, and he's legit.
Where's my money, Brian?
Succeeding.
Where's my money?
He is the whole point of the story is that he's succeeding because these guys, like this guy was like, this Rotimi guy. He goes, "Oh, I don't owe 50 Cent money." Going on telling all these news people, "I don't have 50 Cent's money." The next day, the guy paid 50 Cent $300,000.
Fitty knows how to do it. Fitty knows.
And then he's like, "Oh, and I'll like pay the rest when I get my royalty check."
Basically, Fitty is just getting rich or die trying.
Yeah.
Right?
Get rich, loan shark it, and die trying.
Exactly.
Like it's
He's
crazy
moved on
though.
from rapper to loan shark. I don't know if that's a step down or not. I
Yeah.
hope it
Well,
is.
I mean, his first hint that he was broke is his name is 50 Cent.
As opposed to
Thanks for the joke, Dad.
anyway. He doesn't have
Chameleonaire.
Chameleonaire. Oh
Thanks
my
for the
God.
joke, Dad.
Yeah, gross.
Thanks for the
But
joke.
another funny thing is this Rotimi guy is actually on Power as well. He's actually an actor
Anyone
on
else getting
Power.
hungry hearing the name Rotimi?
Are you thinking of Roti right now?
No. You're
I'm
weird.
hungry now. I could go for a roti right now.
You're so, why are you so
Are you
weird?
masturbating to the thought of Roti?
So weird.
No. I mean some
I mean, I am.
with some
but-
curry with some curry mango and chickpeas. Man, that would hit the spot. Okay, Tash, go on. Sorry.
Anyway, you're messed up. Anyway, so
This guy's hungry and horny all in the same breath.
Rotimi is on Power. 50 Cent is a producer on Power, and he's the creator of Power. So apparently Snoop Dogg got involved, and
As he does.
as he likes to, and
Big ups
offered
to the dog father.
and offered to pay off all the debt that Rotimi has to 50 Cent if that means that 50 won't kill off his character on Power.
Wow.
Right? So
So, in other words, Fitty saying, "Pay me or I'm going to fire your ass."
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wait,
Wow.
seems like
such
an
a crazy
odd-
circle of
yeah, it just seems weird that you would be like, if your boss messaged you and said, "Pay me or I'll fire you."
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's what's happening here.
Yeah.
And then
so
Uncle Snoop is coming in to take care of it. And
then-
I don't even think they're related.
after he paid, 50 posted another video and captioned it like he does all his videos. I have no problem with Rotimi. In fact, I wish him and his family the best. God bless. Positive vibes. So it's like once exactly the moment that he gets his money, he's like the most positive person. And then he goes, apparently he also called one of his buddies. I forget his name, but they're close. And he called him and he's like, yo, like 20 years ago when I gave you like, $50,000, I want all my money back. And he posted that video on Instagram. I'll see if I can find it. But he is like doing this for fun now. Like, it's bad.
It is
It's
bad.
like-
It's fucking
bad.
terrible, in fact.
Yeah.
50 cents. So 50 cents an internet troll.
Yeah.
Actually, he is a troll overall.
He's a troll. Yeah, he's using like, it's just social anarchy. That's what I think it is. Do you know what
It's anarchy, I tell ya. It's
No,
anarchy.
it's you did that to somebody in real life, you'd be arrested.
Exactly.
It's just if you called somebody up and it's the mafia. Like,
yeah, he's literally like a one-man mafia. Joe, you understand.
Ooh,
Like, there's
that's
one-
a better rapper name than 50 Cent.
Thanks for that, Manny. There's one of his, like, I think it's a tweet or like an Instagram post. I'm not 100% sure. Where it's a photo of him. I think he's sitting at like a judge's table or whatever with a gavel, and it says, "The law is the law," in caps.
Yeah.
Don't play with me. I don't want to play. LOL. And it's like, what the fuck? Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
Like,
But now everybody's afraid. Like, everybody's like, yo, do I owe 50 Cent money in the back?
I'm fucking worried I owe 50
I
cent
know,
money
me
now.
too.
Shit.
I'm just thinking about Roti again.
Oh my god. You're a piece of
And then
work.
somebody like posts, what's her name? Tia Marie at the bank getting money.
All right.
The
Those two
iceberg.
could be unrelated. Maybe she's
Tags
just going
at
about her
50.
day paying her bills. Jeez.
Who knows? But all I know is somebody like
do you mean?
the handle that iceberg posts at 50 saying, "Got this bitch, Miss T Murray, making transactions at regular check cash joints." So she's in line at the bank and somebody's taking a photo of her and tagging 50 in it. Like, what the fuck is going on with this guy?
Exactly.
Apparently, like,
See,
5 people have
that's
owed this
why-
guy money. And he's, like, giving them shit
I know.
all over, like, the internet.
So I'm telling you, it's social anarchy.
You know,
I don't know
like,
about
okay,
anarchy. I mean, he's just taking...
okay, what's the etiquette here? Tash, let's say you ran into...
we're not talking to you about
Who's a
etiquette.
celebrity... Who's a celebrity you'd want to run into, Tash?
That I
let's just-
want it.
Okay,
Let's say Brad Pitt. We'll make it easy.
okay, Brad Pitt. Okay, so let's say you're in Toronto and you happen to see Brad Pitt having lunch at a deli. Now, are you gonna run up to Brad Pitt and be like, "Brad Pitt, selfie time," while he's eating his ham sandwich?
A lot of
right?
people do
Or-
that. And why would he get a ham
Actually, no, he-
sandwich? I think he'd get something
Or
better
while
than
he's
that.
eating.
maybe it's quick. Maybe he just needs
Just
a
a quick bite?
meal before he has to go
Okay, all right, yeah.
take care of his 19,000 children.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? I mean, there's at some point, there's got to be some sort of like, some of these people are just do real, everyday things. You can't really just say, oh, this.
What's your point?
This woman's at the bed. My point is that you got to leave these people alone. It's not social anarchy unless we make it anarchy. Okay, we have to draw the line somewhere, and we
And
cannot
it's a
be
Manny
feeding
moment,
trolls
guys.
like 50 Cent. No, and we can't be feeding trolls like 50 Cent.
Dude, you're on
who
Reddit.
fucking
You're a
get
fucking
off
troll.
No,
this
hold on. You've trolled people though.
You troll
So
us.
you troll,
every
no,
day.
not us. You've trolled people. You went on Nicki Minaj's or Cardi B's Twitter, Instagram thing and posted Nicki Minaj's telephone number.
Yes.
So what happened to
Because
there?
that was a
And what
cool
happened?
thing.
What happened to there? And
Yeah, dude, that's the exact
Yeah.
same thing.
How
You
come that's
literally
not
No, it's
anarchy?
not.
How is it not? You
No,
literally
that's
you,
not so- and she put it up. No, she said it. I just fucking said, for those of you
Bro.
who are going to pause the video at here.
I'm
going to
tell you right now what you
I was in
did.
social anarchy that was social etiquette.
I'm gonna tell you
Etiquette!
I'm gonna tell you right now what you did, because you showed no etiquette. First of all, second of all, you did exactly what this person did, and by posting that photo, by posting Cardi B's number, or is it
But-
Nicki Minaj's number? I don't even know.
think it was
No,
Nicki
no.
Minaj's
This
number.
It was Nicki
is-
Minaj's
this
number.
is what I'm telling.
So you are
But what
no
I'm telling
different
you
than
is-
that person. So you need to shut the fuck
No.
up.
No. Okay, no. I didn't put it up though. That's what I'm telling you. She said it in the video. It's not like all of a sudden.
Did she delete the
said,
video after?
No, it's still on there.
Are you sure?
And it was a comment on the video.
Yeah, but why would you have to comment?
It's like it's why because that's just something that I'm
That's like if somebody
you-
accidentally.
whatever. Right?
Yeah, whatever.
I want to know what Tash has to
Tash
say,
is
because
so
she's
upset.
got a look, and this is all her fault, because we could have been talking about the Raptors, instead we're talking about this now. So, what are your thoughts, so we can move on to the next topic, which now I don't know what it is.
I know what it is.
50 Cent be crazy.
Okay.
Okay, so on that note, we'll pause for a
So
break
you're
and then
telling
we'll come
me he's
back.
2/4 short of a full dollar?
You're
Okay.
2/4 short of a full fucking anything.
And,
Anyways,
we're gonna pause this. We're gonna come back and hopefully regroup. So there we go.
How's it going, everyone? Jesus here, aka Tyrant Dominus, the host of the Convoluted Podcast, where I get a chance to talk with people from around the world and from my own backyard about the things they love, careers they have, hobbies they enjoy, projects they're working on, and along the way, they tell us some wacky stories, and we get to play some games. Join us on the Convoluted Podcast, everywhere podcasts can be found.
We've
speaking
calmed
of
things down
regrouping-
here. Shut up, Manny. We've calmed things down here.
Fucking narc.
Okay, we did not calm anything down.
You guys got me tame last week. Now you're fucked up.
Oh,
to take
you
another
fiery
break.
rat.
Actually, I think now we're gonna send Manny that picture.
yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go to number 2 because I totally forgot what I was searching for, and I looked for the honorable mentions instead.
Number 2.
See, Tash, this topic ruined everybody.
Why am I to blame?
So for the bunch of times we've done this, we have said that good old Donald Trump has been number 1.
Dum dum da dum dum da dum da dum da da dum.
But today, he's going to be number 2. He's lost the top spot, guys.
Well, he is number 2, but that means he's poop.
I see what you've done there.
Yeah, that was not very subtle, but
No, no, it was not.
Donald Trump is number 1
No,
for
he-
me to
but-
poop on.
He's individual number 1 on the Mueller report, though. And he claims that he's not. I don't know who else.
No collusion.
No collusion.
Okay, so this story is from Vanity Fair, and the headline is my favorite. It goes, Trump admits Russia helped him win, denies it 20 minutes later.
This guy's an idiot.
So
So dumb.
he put out a tweet, and I'm trying to find the tweet, but I feel like he may have deleted it. He basically wrote a bunch of stuff in the tweet, but one of the things that he said in the tweet was, he goes, Russia, Russia, Russia. That's all you heard at the beginning of this witch hunt hoax. And now Russia has disappeared because I had nothing to do with Russia helping me get elected. So people were like, what?
Call Fifi.
And he was like, first he called people on Robert Mueller's team some of the worst human beings on earth, and then followed it up when somebody asked him about it. He goes, Russia did not help me get elected. But because he tweeted it, and because he's the president, this is archived and will be there forever.
In perpetuity.
In perpetuity. So yes,
This guy's a...
this guy's a moron.
He's so stupid.
Like, I hate to say this, but Manny would be a better leader. He wouldn't do
No,
so
not
much.
dumb.
That remains to be seen.
Wait, what?
But-
Really?
I'm going out on a limb here.
I will go with this. I'll give you this. I don't think he'd be a better leader, but I think Manny's got better hair.
Manny's got much better hair.
So
I'll
there
give
you
Manny
go.
that.
Yeah.
You've got great.
I
hair,
love you
man.
guys for that. Thank you. And coming from
We
Joey,
would
that
still
means a
not
lot.
vote for you.
Coming-
And I didn't say anything.
Okay, choice between Donald Trump or Manny.
For Twitter?
No, not for social media, but
Yeah.
as leader of your country. You
Leader
have to
of-
choose one.
Of my country?
The country that you live in.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so
Manuel Lugin or Donald J. Trump.
this is where I would go for social anarchy.
You gotta pick one though.
Do I?
In
I vote to not vote.
the world of this game, please.
I
Just
abstain.
one. I know Manny's gonna pick himself. I'd be really upset if he picked
He
Donald
won't
Trump.
vote for himself. He'll still be in the playground when all the elections are going. And then we'll have 1 for Martin, 2 for Martin.
So Manny, who would you choose? You or Donald Trump?
You choose Trump. Because Trump's really good to
I choose me.
construction
Attaboy.
workers in the 80s.
I know,
It's
yeah.
true. Donald Trump was really good to construction workers in the 80s.
And Donald Trump also has a hat. What kind of free merch am I getting here?
You have me on a T-shirt
That-
which says, "All right, Joey."
Why all right, Joey? Wait, am I
This
going to
is-
be your running mate?
This feels like
You
this
are
is
my. You are.
oh Trump's
You'll be
getting
my
up there.
T-shirt, Joe.
You're the Mike Pence to Renwald's Donald Trump.
Oh no.
Yeah, see though, I would orchestrate Manny's assassination.
No, you're the Mike Pence to Donald Trump.
damn it.
You're the Mike Pence to Maddie's Donald Trump, except you constantly have dinners with women by themselves.
Does that
We
mean
can
that?
hang out. No, it's cool.
But does that mean that I'm the Sarah Huckabee Sanders of this podcast?
I hate to break it to you, bro,
No,
but you're not.
no, you're the Kellyanne Conway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take it.
yeah,
I'll take it.
Kellyanne Conway.
Shit, I'm Mike Pence, I guess. That's upsetting.
Who's Dwayne though?
Dwayne's Bernie Sanders. Let's be
Dwayne-
honest, he's the only voice of reason on this fucking show.
No, I want to be Bernie.
Amazon needs to pay $15 an hour. I miss my chicken sandwich.
He's the guy that looks like Larry David. Let's be honest. Ba-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Like, seriously though, President Trump, what the fuck, dude? What are you doing? Apparently he also denied that he called Meghan Merkel a nasty woman this week.
He didn't actually, but okay, in fairness to, and look, I'll give Donald Trump all the shit he needs to take, but
Fair enough.
he said that Meghan Markle called him.
Is a nasty woman.
Yeah, no, he didn't say that. He said, at least the quote in the newspaper says, she said that, oh, that's nasty.
Fair enough. But
Right?
the truth is, like, with his history, it just leaves
here's
the
the thing,
door
though.
open for the media to twist it however they
But why?
like.
But you know what? This is the problem. The media twists shit like
But
this.
that's how he wants them to do it. 'cause
not
then
all
it
the
works
time,
for
though.
him,
Not
though.
all the time.
No,
though.
he doesn't.
That's
why he's always angry, because everyone takes all.
Are
the
you in
shit,
your bathroom?
and he's so
yeah. What's going on? Where are you in the bathroom right now?
Like, there's so much reverb going on your end. Are you lying to me?
No, there's no. Hold on, let me move. Hold on, let me go near the
Let me
window.
just flush for a second.
Let me just flush.
No, but here's the thing. The dude says stupid shit all the time, right? This thing is a tweet. You can at least look at him and be like, he actually said, Russia helped me win the election.
Right.
When you take things,
Help
when
me
you decide,
help you.
when you take things,
Oh,
where
welcome from being out of the bathroom.
when you take things where you twist his words unnecessarily.
Are we keeping you up, Tash?
No, I'm listening. I'm trying to listen to Dwayne. You guys are talking.
Sorry.
When you take words that he says and twist them unnecessarily into something that he did, something that he didn't say, you're proving his point of fake news.
That's
Yeah.
the thing, too.
That's
right?
where you can just, like, you could just, he said that's a nasty thing she said. He didn't call Meghan Markle nasty. And I hate defending the guy, but this is where you are at.
Yeah.
That's not what he said. Don't use those words. He said Russia helped me get elected. Use that to fucking hit him with a stick.
Right. Yeah, no, that's the other thing too. I feel like a lot
You
of
don't have to make up shit when it's.
I feel like a lot of news outlets in the States are just focusing on the wrong stuff too, which doesn't help. Right?
It's- I don't know if has anybody watched the Wanda Sykes special?
Not yet.
Not
Oh my
yet.
god, it's absolutely fantastic. She spends the first 30 minutes just talking about Trump. And one thing that really stuck to me within her stand up was she goes, "It is not normal to know that you're smarter than the president of the United States. It is not normal. And like I had to like pause the thing and I was like, you know what? It like Barack Obama, complete like not only 100% gentleman, but that guy knew what he was doing. Like he is smart. Like he has, and I'm not saying Donald Trump is not school smart or business smart, but you need to have a little bit of street smart in order to kind of do that job.
Now, here's the argument. Maybe
That's
he
a
is.
huge
Let's
statement.
face it. Let's face it. He took zero political experience and took it all the way to the presidency. How do you say that's not
Exactly.
street
And
smart?
you know
Because
what?
it's not. It wasn't him.
It wasn't.
It's Kellyanne Conway. You can see it now. Like look at you. It's not. He preyed on. First of all, one of those things was in his old campaign manager said that the whole deal was he was supposed to do 10%. He was supposed to get 10% of the voter share, and it was all to promote like the Trump brand.
What are you doing?
Are you zipping up
Nothing.
something?
Did you
What?
just put your pants on?
What are you like packing? I hear a zipper.
Oh, no, I was looking for a charger. No.
Okay.
Go on.
Anyways,
Okay, stop
So, no,
doing
no.
shit while we're on the show, man. It's distracting.
so he was only supposed to win 10% of the thing. It gained sort of traction. I don't think he's a street smart kind of guy because you see it when he tries to. He's the kind of guy who does something and then comes up to you afterwards, like tries to be sneaky and then goes, "Look how sneaky I am."
yeah.
It's
Sounds
Even
familiar.
if you look at any quote or like anytime he's doing these rallies and stuff like
Confifi.
that, he just repeats the same words like at least 3 times in a row. Like I was looking at a quote the other day. I don't remember, but it was like, you know, she's fine with it. She's fine with it. She's fine with, like he keeps saying the
and
same
those-
But
words.
here's the thing too, like he has
Oh,
managed.
that's the syphilis.
whether it is his campaign manager
It's his
or
campaign
him or
manager.
him specifically, Trump has managed to realistically steal this presidency.
yeah.
And not only that, he's got like such a huge following and backing behind him of obvious like Republicans.
But well, no, not Republicans because
Hillary
ma-
wasn't a much better
I'm
candidate.
talking about Republican voters. Sorry.
no, but that's what I'm saying. Not Republicans.
He's got the
He
voters.
managed to get a lot of the people that voted for Obama. That is what the breakdown was that they said. The big thing was
Oh, I
they're
didn't
not
realize that.
they're not people who are Republican
So
or
the
Democrat. They're
undecided
just
group.
Undecided group. But also like his thing. I mean, he ended up. The undecided group were, from what I have read, and I might be wrong here, but were a lot of people who want. You know, when Obama came around, there was a recession. They were having a shitty. They were like really down, and America was not doing very well. People losing jobs companies were
Financially, no,
shutting
they
down.
weren't.
The economy was down. So when he came, they were looking for change, right? That was sort of the whole thing that Obama's campaign managers hit on, change. And when Trump's top part of the came, there's a whole thing of in the States where people are sick and tired of being considered the flyover states, right? So there's people always talk about like New York and LA. Those are like your big things. And
Right,
Florida's
and
the game
then
changer.
the
Everything in between is
middle
the
America
flyover
gets
states.
Yeah.
forgotten.
What about
fair enough.
Vermont?
Yeah, exactly. And all those places.
What about Indiana?
Yeah,
right.
and those people are like we keep on getting forgotten. So one of the things that Trump did that Hillary didn't do was doing those campaign rallies and going to places.
So essentially, like for example, him taking on Mike Pence as let me finish.
Yeah.
As his running mate.
Yeah.
That's a Midwestern politician from Indiana, the governor of Indiana at the time.
Yeah.
Taking him on to be the running mate. That basically says, "Hey, Middle America, I am paying attention to you." Is basically what you're
but
alluding to.
Well,
Essentially,
that and just the fact that like the Democrats are known for going after sort of the Hispanic vote, the small minorities or the large minorities, the women, like those kind of things. And Trump's whole thing was like, if you're Middle America and you're working somewhere and your factory just shut down or whatever,
I'm gonna get you a job.
the story that's perpetuated in the media is that there are these people from other countries coming and stealing your jobs.
But that's been the thing. That's the whole thing against immigration to begin with.
But nobody before Trump, nobody came out and said that.
Fair enough.
This dude was coming out and saying things, and then people were like, "Oh, he shoots from the hip. He tells his way."
Well,
That's why Duterte is the president in the Philippines. That's why like
the
these
same
sort
deal.
of like
He
super
sort of just-
right wing people
just
are
says
becoming-
it. Yeah, fair enough. Says things that probably shouldn't be said, but
And-
still are said.
and are not true necessarily.
No.
Right?
I mean, like, I have a prime... Actually, just to put more concrete to your comment and stuff, last year, I visited my family in Indiana, and I was at a dinner party or whatever.
Right.
And one of the friends there, they brought up this whole political conversation because they wanted to know what I thought of our good friend Donald Trump. And I sort of told him my opinion and stuff. And I said, here's the thing. Me being an outsider, I'm obviously not an American voter or anything like that. But what really made you, I just want to understand your viewpoint and what made you want to vote for this person. Because, you know what I mean? Like, the way the media portrays it, Trump supporters are fucking,
The worst.
backwards.
Deplorables.
Like, yeah, deplorables, backwards, slack-jawed yokels. And you obviously aren't. You're very well-spoken and, intelligent people.
And see, you hear what I say, sees.
Yeah. I says to my boss says. So anyways,
But Trump, Trump really took advantage of the uneducated people of America.
not to say, but here's
did.
the thing. But here's the thing, Tash. I'm talking to two very well-educated people when I'm at this dinner party. And they told me, listen, first and foremost, I am already a Republican voter, he said to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fine. I understand that
You got
your
your
political
team.
views, that's your team. Now, the reason why I so wholeheartedly decided that I thought Trump would be the best idea for this country, because let's face it, the Republican voters also did choose Trump to, represent them in the presidential election basically the year before. And he said, I chose Donald Trump because he said he would change what was going on in America. Like, it's in a weird way, it's the same promises Obama was giving.
It was.
Do you know what I mean? He was giving a path to change. We were going to make things better, move on, move forward. Trump
But
did
it
it
was
the opposite way by saying, we're going to change. We're going to go back to a time when
negative change
things
is
were
still a
better.
change.
It's not a negative change though, Manny. What Trump was pushing and what a lot of people attach themselves to, because you have to realize, especially in middle America, there was an era when, farm work was somewhat lucrative. Factory work was somewhat lucrative. Like, you could make money, you can support a family off of these jobs.
Yeah, but here's the thing with that, and I think Jon Stewart, kudos to Trump on this one part of it, because on the Jon Stewart said this as well. The key to the fucking I'm going to take you back to a time when America was great. When was this America was great? You say make America great again, and everyone has their own opinion of when it's great.
Yeah.
This time when farmers were great and one person could get a job and apply and take care of the whole family was the 50s. Like,
Yeah.
and even then it wasn't the case, because that was what they were showing on TV.
Exactly.
And that's
So
the thing. You can't take people back to the 50s. You don't have that kind of infrastructure. You don't have that kind of thing. It's just, it's the same thing as
Doc
teaching
Brown
people.
has it. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Thanks, Manny.
Right. And even he doesn't do it because the movie's called Back to the Future. Right?
And it's Marty trying to get back to the 80s.
It's cool that you want to make your life a time of when...
It's almost like he ran off of nostalgia.
He did. But he did because make America great again back in the time when we didn't have a black president.
Yeah.
Racism.
America was fine up until 2008.
But that is...
Hold on. If I'm not mistaken, "Make America Great Again" wasn't that a Reagan slogan?
Not necessarily. That's Donald Trump's for sure.
You're 100% Donald Trump's.
Anyways.
What does it say on the back of your hat, Manny?
Make America great again. Anyways, let's.
But I know what you mean.
Do we have some notable mentions?
I have one honorable mention story here.
I like this.
So Drake.
Drizzy.
Okay, so here's one that should appeal to Manny. So, I'm gonna read the announcement, and I'm gonna make it, and we'll all know what we're talking about. So, this is a tweet. really should not drink coffee when I'm on this podcast.
It's a tweet from Manny.
Yeah. In 2016, Pokemon Go turned the simple act of walking into entertainment, making the entire world into a game. We're about to do it again. Trainers, this time for sleeping. We're pleased to announce the development of Pokemon Sleep, a new app for Pokemon from Pokemon that tracks a user's time sleeping and brings a gameplay experience unlike any other. Several Snorlax were consulted on this. In case you were wondering, the game will come out in 2020.
Manny, you need this game.
I would love this game. I think I'd be a champ at
I'm
it.
tired.
He sounds so fucking tired.
No, it would be
And
like
on top
an
of that-
esports thing, man.
On top of that, dude,
The
you
only
need to
problem,
come
though,
home.
No, but it would be a good. It would be a good esports game. The only problem though is when you wake up with your morning erection. How do you hide that?
Well, it should be easy for you, though.
You don't hide it. You let the world see.
Also, I don't think that you have to web chat anybody. Like, what's the problem if you wake up with the morning erection?
Yeah.
He wants the world to know.
Do you get extra points for that?
I hope so.
Hey man,
Hey, man.
morning erections are the most inappropriate, but yet
Well, it's one thing if you wake up at work and it's like that.
wait. Why are you sleeping at work? That's my first question.
I work overnight.
Yeah, but why are you sleeping at
You
work though?
shouldn't be sleeping.
They pay you to work.
I-
Anyways, what do you guys? Okay.
No wonder they're tracking you.
Here's what I wanna know.
Are we talking about morning erections? Or
No,
sleeping?
the game.
Okay.
This is the game.
Sorry.
So, okay, has anybody here played Pokemon Go? I've not done it, but
I have. I love it. I still have one of the rarest Pokemons in there.
Yeah, I bet you do.
yeah,
Gross.
Jigglypuff.
I don't think you should. I don't think it's fair that you keep her trapped like that, but okay.
Oh no.
So okay, so how have you, Manny? You're the gamer, quote unquote, in this group. What have you heard about the game?
All I've heard from all the exact same thing that you have, right? That Niantic is going to be releasing this for 2020 and hoping to capitalize on the success of it. Whether or not, I don't know what they're going to do unless they're expecting, phones to have some sort of different technology at that time. Maybe.
Well, phones have
right
sleep
now
trackers now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think how they would, like, what you wake up and you do it. The only thing I could think of would be is if they somehow trick your brain that when you hit REM sleep, that they start tricking your brain to be able to go into a lucid dream. And they start
Okay.
throwing up,
It's not fucking. They're making something called Pokemon Go Plus Plus,
I think it's like it's
like a Fitbit kind of thing.
it's a sleep monitor. So
Yeah.
essentially, the more times you go into like a REM sleep or a deep sleep, the more points you'll actually collect.
Yeah, so it says use it as a Pokemon Go Plus during the day, and I don't know what that is. So anybody?
Pokemon
So
Go
it's essentially
Plus,
Go. It's like
No.
you don't have it. It's like passively having Pokemon Go turned on.
No, but what is Pokemon? But what is Pokemon Go Plus?
Pokemon Go Plus. It's like a dongle.
Okay.
Right, and you just you connect it to your phone
Such a dirty
as you're
word.
playing, and then like let's say you're walking around and there just happens to be a Pikachu nearby. Rather than you opening up the app, the dongle itself tries to capture that Pikachu.
Man, Joe's been dying here listening to the word dongle.
I know, yeah.
How the fuck did you just go on?
6-year-old.
How did you just go on about fucking Republicans and Donald Trump, and now you're losing your shit at the word dongle? You are
And he's whispering to me, "Oh, it's such a dirty."
100% you're his running mate.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
okay.
that means Pokemon Plus Plus will be okay. So that's what they're saying. Pokemon Go Plus Plus will be the dongle
I'll probably
that
be the
you
reason
use
he gets elected.
in the morning, and then in the night it becomes a Plus Plus, and it tracks your sleep and sends sleep information to your smartphone via Bluetooth. So it's a Fitbit essentially.
But
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
it's a game out of it, which is awesome. So it will definitely encourage people who aren't getting enough sleep to get sleep.
Manny, have you played Pokemon Marikarp Jump?
Pokemon,
I have
gotta
not.
catch 'em
Okay, well apparently it's going to be created by these people. Yeah, so apparently, and there's that's all the information I have about this. Tash, what do you think? You play video games?
I do, but I don't
Is it going to be like Bart Simpson's Nightmare? That's what I want.
I don't know nor care about these Pokemon thing, but sorry. Just
You sounded like such an old. You sounded like such an old woman there about these Pokemons.
these Pokemon.
Okay.
I actually,
Pokemon.
sorry, just to add to this as well, I did see on the news recently that they're bringing back Tamagotchi as well. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
We're really trying for the Tamagotchi to come back?
Yeah.
I guess.
It's weird.
Well,
I feel like
hey,
Pokemon
look
was
at that.
way more fun.
We brought up Chia Pets. We brought up
Tamagotchi. It's like a
Tamagotchis.
nostalgia episode. You've been dying to do one of these again, Manny.
And we're done.
but no,
And that's the show.
no Drake.
No, we haven't even finished this.
I know, yeah.
Are we good?
I'm
Are we moving on
joking.
to the next thing? Joe,
Let's
you've
go.
not really said anything about this.
About the Pokemon
Yeah,
Go
you've just
thing?
been dying last
plus-
thing of the word fucking
That
dongle.
dongle? Because it's hilarious. No, honestly, I think it's a good idea. I think it'd be
Now, you know
interesting to see how the point system works.
It actually might encourage kids to go to bed early.
Yeah, well, that's the point.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for joining us, Tash.
Yeah, thanks. You're welcome.
Actually, yeah, that's brilliant. Awesome. And I don't have kids.
You know what's funny about it?
Mike
I think
Pence.
I legitimately think it'll convince a lot more. I think kids get enough sleep. I think it's adults.
Yeah.
When Pokemon Go came out in my neighborhood like 2 years ago, I used to go for a walk around like 10 or 11. And my neighborhood was swarmed with people looking for Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's changed since, but it was insane how many people were on the street looking for that shit. So
I think how many evolutions of Snorlax will there be now?
there's only one.
No, they
angry was when you
they
said
have
that.
to they have to change it. Think about it. So for every if the way the point system might work, it's obviously all speculation. So the way the point system would work is after you hit a certain amount of sleep points, Snorlax will evolve, right? Your Snorlax evolves to whatever.
More sleep.
Maybe
lax.
sleep apnea lax. I don't know.
Oh, this game would suck
You
if you have
really
sleep
are
apnea.
Mike Pence.
All right. We're going to go into our number one
That's
conversation, Tash,
offensive.
to Mike Pence.
All right.
Number 1.
Let's go, Raptors. Let's go. Let's go, Raptors. Let's go.
I'm cheering for Drake more than anything.
I love him.
And the time has started.
Okay, yeah. So,
Drizzy.
the number one story that I wanted to talk about today.
Was Drake wearing a
was-
Del Curry jersey at
yeah.
the first game of the finals?
It's
You're easily impressed.
why does everybody hate Drake?
We don't hate Drake. We're okay with Drake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
but everybody else seems to hate Drake.
Because people don't understand the difference between a global ambassador and a fan.
Yes. And so that's what I wanted to talk about today.
And we're done.
I feel
And
like
I am complete. Yeah.
the more offensive thing was what somebody said about is it
Nav Bhatia.
Nev Bhatia?
Yeah.
Nav Bhatia is the best.
What the fuck did they say about
So
him?
so
'Cause
Nev Bhatia.
Manny's really offended.
Manny's gonna come back from the Philippines and fuck that guy up.
Yeah.
So Nev
Heterosexually.
Bhatia, gross. So Nev Bhatia
I will
is
cure him of his
known
homosexuality.
here in the Greater Toronto area as the Toronto Raptors super fan.
Yeah, so if you've ever watched
He's,
a
like, been
Raptors
at
game,
every single home game.
there is a Sikh gentleman who is a businessman here in Toronto, loves the Raptors. Has been there
Since day one.
Day one.
Since
there,
day one.
There is a Punjabi holiday called Vaisakhi, and the Raptors have a Vaisakhi day because
Of him.
because the Sikh population is really like into sports. The hockey night in Canada. has
Yeah,
a
there's a
Sikh
Sikh
presentation.
yeah, there's a Punjabi
Punjabi
broadcast.
presentation. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so the it's common. I mean, if you look at old Manchester United games, there's these guys who are season ticket holders, and they used to always have seats behind Fergie, and everyone says that since they moved their seats, things have gone.
Got to bring them back.
We got to
bring
them
them back.
We used to use those guys in season ticket holder commercials. They were the best. Anyways, What did this person in Milwaukee say about Nav Bhatti?
Didn't he call him like a towel head or something?
He's
like
like, I'm
that?
sick of seeing Drake and this towel
this
head.
towel
What a
head.
fucking
Yeah.
asshole.
This
But
is
it-
the first you're hearing of it, isn't
But
it,
it still makes you angry, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's offensive.
And the reason why I get mad is because this is a person that does a lot for his community. He does a lot for Toronto.
Yeah, he is a
doesn't do anything.
huge
He's
philanthropist
not
in the GTA.
Yeah, he does things for kids. Like, how are you going to judge a person? Like, well, I'm not going to say how are you going to because it happens, but
like this.
But yeah,
Just like
it
he
is so
did.
unfortunate that somebody would say that about somebody that you don't know, and
That's what racism is.
But that's
Yeah.
exactly it. It was just, it was
just
literally just
unfortunate.
like a blatant like shot at him because the guy didn't know who he was, and he's probably watching the broadcast, and the U.S. broadcast is taking our feed, and we're like taking shots of Drake and steadily.
Well, and
Never-
if
That's
you don't
got-
want,
now-
I mean, Raptors games don't get a lot of play in the States, so you
They
wouldn't,
don't,
you
so
wouldn't see
you wouldn't
Nav,
know
right?
who he is or anything about him, and
It still doesn't make it right to say
no,
shit
I'm
like
not.
that.
I'm not defending that. I'm not defending what he said. I'm defending the fact that he said anything.
well,
is
he apologized.
Regardless, you still
Like,
said it.
You still said it, but
So,
he
again-
And Nav, the thing is, Nav has accepted his apology and wanted to, and did what Nav does is educate people.
But that's because
on-
Nav is a good man.
I know he's just a good man.
He's just-
I've met him.
So have I.
He's
I'm the only one who
so
I think hasn't.
sweet, the sweetest man that you'll ever meet. Like, gave me like a hug, gave me a he props me. I was like, yeah, like I thought he was
Doesn't
my
take much
best
to
friend.
impress you, does it, Tash?
Yeah, I thought he would I thought he was like my best friend. Like he is amazing. But let's go back to Drake right now because
Drizzy.
Drizzy.
Drizzle.
So Drake at these games. So we're in the NBA Finals. It's game
Wait, say that again.
NBA Finals.
Who's there?
The Toronto Raptors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So and we're gonna win. Sorry, let's.
Don't curse us here.
Don't
We're
you?
gonna win.
How
I'm gonna
dare
ask
you.
you. I'm gonna
How
ask you.
dare
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you after. But Drake has been very, let me just say, rambunctious
Obnoxious.
during the He's been very,
I can
He's
see.
what you want your fans to be.
yeah.
He
You know,
what he
I-
does is he gets the crowd so into it
Yeah.
in that building.
You know what? It wasn't a problem when it was fucking Spike Lee or Jack Nicholson doing it for the Lakers or Spike Lee doing it for the
Knicks.
Knicks. Oh, it's cool then.
Yeah.
You
Because
know?
they're American.
Yeah, because they're American.
But okay, so let's go back in. Sorry, the last we were playing Milwaukee,
Game 4.
and
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, and is that from Wayne's World?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Oh, what is he? What
Don't,
is he saying?
don't take us off track. Keep going, Tash.
Anyways, so so Drake, what does Drake do in Game 4 again?
In Game 4, Drake got really into it. He was making fun of Giannis when he missed the free throw.
Like
Yeah.
he got up in his grill.
No, he missed, and he did the plane thing that Giannis does
Oh,
when
yeah,
he
yeah,
think,
yeah.
and then he did he rubbed Nick Nurse's shoulders
Yes.
when it got really close.
Yes.
And apparently, touching the shoulders of the Toronto coach really irked Milwaukee up for some reason.
I know.
It irked the entire NBA apparently.
Yeah.
He's
Nothing to do. He didn't go up to the Milwaukee coach and touch him.
Yeah.
He fucking touched his own coach, who he knows.
He gave Nick Nurse just a little back
He
rub,
gave
you
Nick
know.
Nurse a back rub, and you'd act like he was Harvey Weinstein all of a
Yeah.
sudden.
Maybe
Me
it was
too.
maybe he was just being creepy Uncle Manny on the court side.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
That's like-
it was Nick Nurse complaining.
That's like, yeah, okay. Here's the thing. It'd be like if Manny touched one of us and fucking Mark Maron got offended by the whole thing.
Yeah. So,
Mark Maron's What the Fuck is a great show,
It
guys.
is a great show. Stamps.com/WTF. Up the guy up. Anyways, but
okay, so that happened.
yeah.
And then since then, people have been like, yo, Drake, sit down. There was a player from Milwaukee that said, I don't know what he's doing. He needs to sit down. The NBA, the commissioner of the NBA calls.
Well, he did. Okay, so they said that he did violate a few things. I think one of them was just like he got into the opposition's half or something, or some things like that. the thing that people are going upset, like what the NBA kind of cautioned the Raptors about, was completely different than what people are losing their shit about.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I watched all of game one of the finals, right? I thought for the most part he was pretty chill.
Yeah, he was pretty chill, and
Right?
I was laughing because I was thinking about you when I thought about this. But like, you know, he was pretty chill. He was minding his own business with his Farnsworth Bentley looking.
Yes,
This Farnsworth Bentley looking motherfucker.
I don't know. It's I just call him Farnsworth Bentley.
He
I
can
call
fly.
that- I call
he can
that-
fly. You know why? Because he believes in himself.
I called that guy doesn't have a show called From D's to Gents. I don't know what's next.
He's got himself his own Farnsworth
Yeah.
Bentley.
Yeah,
He's
so-
the Canadian
Farnsworth
Farnsworth Bentley.
But here's
Okay.
the thing. Okay, so go.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, okay, you know, Drake is minding his own business. Then the game comes to Drake.
Yeah, Draymond
And,
falls into him.
Yeah, Draymond falls into him, and then the media makes it out to be like a huge deal. So pretty much they said that Drake called Draymond trash while he was getting up.
Yeah.
from the game.
I wholeheartedly support Drake in this situation.
Look, I would
don't
not.
care.
I'm one of these people.
I know
Look,
nothing about Draymond Green. I don't give a shit.
Here's the thing.
I am siding with Drake.
Look, two things I know about Draymond Green. You do not get into his face. That fucker will destroy you.
I don't
Yes.
care.
And two, as Dave Chappelle said, Draymond Green is the blackest name ever.
Yeah.
But
So I want to
with Aubrey,
so
goddamn.
So Draymond Green, somebody he did a conference, and he said this. So many people have complained about it. Like, you don't let any other fans do that. Yeah, any other fans is just not Drake. So pretty much saying that Drake has worked his ass off to be who he is, and when you do that, he should be able to do whatever he wants to do.
Drake is also
Yeah.
paid by the
You
Raptors
guys know-
organization to be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Do you guys know
Like,
the story
he is
behind
paid to be there.
Drake's Curry jersey?
The Del Curry
one?
jersey?
yeah, the
Yeah.
Del Curry jersey.
Del Curry was
Yeah,
like
do
a
you guys
former
know this-
Raptor star, but no
Fucking
doubt.
king of the. Yeah, I love Del Curry when he
Del
played
Curry
for,
was
know.
Yeah,
awesome.
but I know. But do you guys know the story behind that particular jersey?
that it's signed by Del Curry.
That's-
Here. So I
that's
guess
Steph
I got
Curry's
it.
Okay,
dad.
let him tell.
Okay,
us.
so-
Let him be part
All
of
right,
the podcast.
so on the Monday, because the game was on a Thursday, on the Monday, Drake got the idea of that he would want to troll Golden State by getting a Del Curry jersey, but he wanted to get an authentic one. The only way that he had his people, message out, and his stylist or his publicist or something found that there was a Del Curry jersey in Brooklyn, New York. So he and his stylist ended up calling and said, "Oh, we got a high-profile client that wants this jersey." He goes, "How much would you let it go for?" Right?
Just
The
keep
guy's
going,
like,
man.
"I'm
Don't
not
worry
really
about the
going to
timer.
sell it or anything like that." Right? Then eventually it was revealed that, yeah, you know what, this high-profile client is Drake, and he wants it. So they're like, okay, fine. They negotiated back and forth. It probably went for a pretty penny. But now it was a matter of how the hell did they get it? How the hell did they get this jersey to Drake? Because by the time the deal was closed, it was like Tuesday night or Wednesday. So rather than shipping it overnight
Tuesday night. The game was on Thursday at 9 p.m.
And
From
here's
New
another-
York to Toronto.
Here's another deal.
I could
with-
walk that.
This is why I believe this story is bullshit.
I don't think
He's
the story's
great
bullshit.
because all he has to do is ask the Raptors,
but-
"Hey, give me an official jersey."
No, but anyways, what ended up happening? No, the thing about this jersey is that is an official game-worn jersey that was sold to this Brooklyn collector,
Okay.
right, by a former NBA player.
Okay.
So anyways,
Yeah, by Del Curry.
That jersey actually got driven up from Brooklyn to Toronto.
Why wouldn't
to
it be
give
on
to
a
Drake.
plane? Purelator, 1-day delivery, man.
Drake's got his own jet now.
Like shit.
He got it for free.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Cool
what,
story, Manny.
That's the story
Cool
behind it.
story.
I wonder if there was any lint on that jersey.
Ah.
Hey.
Did you see the video of Del Curry
Yeah.
when he saw Drake?
Yeah.
He just laughed. He's
He
like,
just like-
but
yeah.
it's such a perfect troll. Like,
Yeah.
whoever came up with the idea was fucking genius.
It's brilliant.
50 Cent take some
Yeah,
notes.
because I took a second. It was so funny because I took a second when I saw him wear the shirt. I'm like, why is he wearing a fucking curry? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realize Dell and Steph had the same number.
I do enjoy the fact, and this is one of the cool stories about this NBA final, is that Steph Curry did spend some time growing up in our town.
No.
He has openly admitted that he loves this city.
Why wouldn't he?
Because it's an amazing city. It's just
You know,
it's an awesome little side story with this final too.
actually, you know what is also kind of a weird little side story of this final is that Del Curry has had some sort of familial connection in every team that he has played on the road to the final.
Steph Curry, you mean?
Steph Curry. So the Lakers coach is Doc Rivers, who is Steph's brother's name is Seth. Seth's fiance is her dad is Doc Rivers.
Okay, so
Okay. Then they played Houston. I believe they played Houston. So Steph played against Austin Rivers, who's Doc's son.
His
and
brother-in-law.
Soon-to-be brother. Seth's soon-to-be brother-in-law. Yeah. And then they played Portland, where Seth plays. So he played against his brother. And now he's come to Toronto, where he grew up. His dad used to play, and where his wife is from.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts, man. There's some sort of connection all the way through. Also, another side note, when Portland played Golden State, Sonia Curry wore a jersey that was Golden State on the front, Portland on the back, said Curry 30. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool that his sister is wearing that. And then I found out it wasn't their sister, it was their mom. Black does not fucking crack. She's 52 years old. She looks
like she's 26.
Oh my god, dude. She looks incredible. I'm gonna find a picture and show it to you. But yeah.
But
So
what? Okay, so before we end this, I want to big it up to the Raptors. Getting to the finals is an unbelievable ride, not only for the team itself, but for the city. The city is absolutely insane. We'll have Dwayne post some pictures. Whoa, she does look really
She
good.
is a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
So
from Jurassic Park West.
yeah, we're in
Jurassic Park.
Or
let's make this clear. So, if you the Raptors play at the Scotiabank Arena, and outside the Scotiabank Arena is a little square that has a giant screen that you can watch whatever's going on in there. Feels like a bad business plan, but whatever. So,
But it isn't though, because MLSE, the company that owns both the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Toronto Raptors, they actually have set up concessions and stuff outside of the building during games.
Yeah.
So they're still making some money.
no. I mean that screen's up there all the time. So,
It is. It's constantly running ads, except when there's games.
Yeah. So they've made it a square, and it's called Maple Leaf Square. And during the playoffs, it's called Jurassic Park. During the Raptors playoffs, it's called Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And they invite everybody to come watch games there.
It's free admission. You just line up, first come first serve type of thing,
Right.
and
if
you hang out there and you get to watch
the game. It's almost like being at the game without being
in such a big crowd, because a lot of people are in on it. So the few times that Toronto and the Raptors played the same at the same time.
You mean when the Maple Leafs and the
Raptors. The Toronto Maple Leafs and the Raptors played at the same time. They actually sort of split the screens up,
Right.
and one had the Leaf game and the other had the Raps game.
Yeah.
And apparently that crowd was really weird.
But because the Raptors made it to the final, and because they realized that this kind of thing is kind of a cool shared experience, the Raptors and Sportsnet, who air the games here, have sort of opened that experience out to other cities that have the square. So we have one here in Mississauga, which
It's called
is
Celebration
it's
Square.
called Celebration
It's actually
Square.
a lot bigger than Maple Leaf Square,
Yes.
and I think we had the same amount of people that would fill the Scotiabank Center.
Yeah, so the game one, we had
Yeah.
20,000 people show up to watch the game, and I have some
in a
photographs
square.
on that. Yeah, in
And
a
it was
square.
wasn't it a bit of a was it a wet night?
It wasn't wet. It was a little chilly, but the game started at 9 p.m.
So yeah, it was
So
a late
we were there
night.
till midnight with 20,000 people watching the game, and I have photographs from that, so I'll post some of those. And they call that Jurassic Park West because we're west of Toronto.
or the Lost World.
Yeah, or as I call it, the Lost World Jurassic Park 2. And then there's one in Brampton, and they call that Jurassic Park
3.
Brampton.
Yeah, Jurassic Park 3.
The one you don't want to
Yeah,
watch.
there's one now in Vaughan.
Yeah. Oh, I heard about that.
So we're just gonna call that Jurassic World.
yeah, Jurassic World.
So
Vaughn's way too far for any of us to care about. So, you know what's funny? They were going to open up a Jurassic Park in Vancouver and call that one Jurassic Park West. But then they realized they're Vancouver and they don't have an NBA team, and the NBA team would have never done as good as this. So fuck you guys.
take that, Vancouver. Toronto rocks. Fuck the Grizzlies.
So
Unnecessary.
And on that note, this has been
On
a
that note.
really long episode.
I'm gonna ask you.
Last thing.
I'm
just
gonna-
one last thing.
Oh,
Did you
what
guys
now?
see the billboard of Leonard, the one they put up in Oakland?
Yes, we did.
We call him Kawhi.
Yeah,
here?
we call him Kawhi.
Kawhi. Get it right.
Yeah.
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 You're not even here. All right.
Wait, is the NBA Finals a big deal in the Philippines? I know the PBA is huge. There.
Huge.
Huge, right?
Absolutely
Huge.
huge. Yeah, it's huge
It's
right now.
huge.
Huge. But everyone's going for Golden State.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. All right, let's get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah. So I'm saying Raptors in 6. Dwayne, what are you saying?
Raptors in 7.
Whoa.
I think 7-2.
Okay.
I don't think Golden State won't.
They're not
Golden
rolling
State
over,
can't
man.
let it
Right.
go to 6. They're gonna have it.
Okay.
It's going the full round.
Raptors in 6. Raptors in 5.
Let's go Raptors.
Let's go.
Let's
right.
go Raptors.
Let's go.
Do not choose combo number 5. We'll see you at game 7. See ya.